But anyway, segue.
I have no segue into. We got to talk about this episode because
man,
we got to talk about this because
precious,
we just saw.
I had a precious 20 minutes where I didn't have to think about any of that. So we just watched the latest episode of Steven Universe.
Steven Universe season 4 already started.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And this is Mindful Education, and my God,
Mindful Education. Yep.
you would think that. Because Steven Universe kind of has a structure, right? Where, like, at the beginning of the season, it's not, like, super deep, barring the first episode of season 2. It's not, like, it's more or less just, like, happy and fun and cool.
No, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, absolutely not.
Also at the end of the cluster arc in season 3. You know what? Forget I said anything. Sorry. I wasn't thinking.
There's a lot of stuff that goes down in this show. Like, the only time this show is like, oh, I'm a happy, fun cartoon, and you can find the moment that just stops.
Yeah.
You can pinpoint it.
Yeah.
But it's only in season 1. The first, like,
where it's like all happy
5-10 episodes.
And then all of a sudden, like, we get into the lore and the plot. And everything.
And there's like a world that's been created, and we're super invested. Is the point? Obviously, we talked about Steven Universe how many weeks in a row? A lot is the point. Like months. It's been months.
We've talked about this a lot. So much so that I had to mention it in the review.
So anyway,
but
Mindful Education opens.
Education. So.
Connie and Steven are still training with Pearl.
Yeah, Connie and Steven are still training with Pearl. Connie's like very distant from Steven at the beginning of the episode. He's trying to do a joke. Very, very hard, like, trying to make this work.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she just doesn't buy it, and he's just like, forget it.
Yeah, he's like, screw it, whatever.
Yeah, it's not even...
Yeah.
The timing's off, it doesn't work.
Joke killer. Anyway.
So then they go...
they go start training, and apparently Pearl has decided, that they're gonna do fusion training as Stevani because she freaking beat Jasper.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was cool.
And so they're doing that, and then all of a sudden they go into like a memory of Connie's, and she freaks out, and they don't know what's going on, and her and Steven have a talk.
I might have to get that as a tattoo, just real quick.
Oh yeah,
Stevani on top of Lion, just right. Yeah, it's super
like,
cool.
Ah!
Yeah. Get just like a traditional American piece, just right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
But and then so Connie tells Steven that she accidentally hurt somebody because her.
Well, what she says is she beat him up. That's kind of an exaggeration.
Yeah.
She dropped that fool. Yeah, that's all that happened.
Yeah. She just on reflex. She got touched and was like, "Wah!" and like ninja'd him.
Yep.
Broke his arm.
His arm. What? All right.
And then she's like, I don't know what to do. It's all terrible. And he's like, oh, just don't think about it.
And Garnet's like, wait. Garnet comes in, and she's going to be our mentor for this episode. I thought it was going to be Pearl, but whatever. Yeah. Screw it. Pearl's in the episode.
Yeah. So then we get.
Garnet's like, you have to think about.
The
bad things that you do because you're gonna do bad things.
You can't just repress them because then you just kind of have a lot of untapped emotions that you're not dealing with, and that can kind of build up and explode. Yeah. But just trust that you have each other and that you can go through this together, so you're not alone in this. Because
Ruby and Sapphire do that.
And we get this beautiful sequence.
It's a great song.
Explaining all this, and it was great.
So cool.
And so then we're like, yeah, it's fixed. Connie comes back to Steven, and he's like, hey, I talked to that guy. He was super cool about it. Realized it was an accident, so I'm ready to train, whatever.
Yeah. And so they go back into the training seminar.
And they fuse again, and they're in the middle of fighting.
But beating the crap out of a whole bunch of pearls.
All of a sudden.
Out of nowhere!
Yeah.
Out of nowhere!
All of a sudden, it taps into Steven's memory of stabbing Bismuth.
Which, that was kind of a harsh turn.
Yeah.
For everything. Like, Bismuth is a great episode. But movie. But
Connie's like, what the hell?
Yeah, what was that? So she's like, Bismuth, man, and they turn around and freaking Jasper's there, and
she's
mid-corruption.
It's terrible.
It's horrifying.
Oh, God. And
then turns into Eyeball Ruby, just a huge eyeball Ruby, and
trying to kill. And then
and we know we don't know that eyeball Ruby's dead, but we can speculate.
They're all just backing up, and it leads to Stevonnie falling off the ruins, and then they unfuse. And I have a question.
Ask me.
Do you think that's what he's been thinking about? Like whenever he had to throw Ruby out the bubble.
Yes.
And receded into himself, and we've lost that whole time. Like that's what he was just focusing on, all that shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Because my God.
He's been like beating himself up about it since it happened. Like he doesn't know how to deal with this stuff because his mom was a pacifist supposedly prior to the whole bubble thing.
Yeah,
So his whole thing is that his character has been called into question. Like, is this really like the way to go? Can we save everybody, or are there some exceptions that need to be made?
Yeah,
and
he can't deal with it.
Yeah, he can't. He just can't. It drives it keeps him up at night. Yeah, it does.
It does. I can definitely see it, man, because it's super harsh.
Yeah,
and he doesn't know what to do, and oh man, because the Bismuth thing very much had to have. Cause she was gonna kill him.
Yeah, she was.
Well, in all these situations, he was going to die.
Yeah.
So,
what would happen to me?
Yeah. So, I mean, he's just very struggling with, like, he knows he had no choice, but he's also thinking about, that's at odds with his, like, rose quartz philosophy of there's always another way.
It actually kind of goes back to what Garnet said, because he'd been repressing all of these emotions for a long time, but Garnet's like, you have to think about this, Yeah. Because, it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, because Steven's been through a lot. And
this is especially in the last, few episodes.
This is, like, the second time that we got to bring that up.
Well, we got to keep bringing it up, though, because that's the thing. Like, Steven is lawful good. He doesn't want to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird because I wonder how Connie reacts to all that, just seeing it.
Oh, right. Well, she didn't know who any of them were except for Jasper.
Yeah.
She recognized Ruby because Ruby.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think Connie's met Ruby or Sapphire.
Well, I mean, you got the mind meld thing.
Yeah, you had the mind meld thing, but did that actually happen? Like, were there those two personalities meeting the other two personalities?
I would assume that, considering the fact that Steven was able to go into Lapis's consciousness while she was Malachite.
Right, but Steven didn't do any of that. Garnet had control over that situation.
To do that thing that it would make it easier, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah. So I very much think that, they did see it. It's a lot to take in, man.
It is. And I'm sorry that we had to do that before we started recording.
Yeah, and I fully take complete responsibility for that.
Good! You should.
Because I knew you just wanted to record, and I was like, no, we gotta watch the episode. Yeah. And then we're like, oh, man.
Yeah, the feels.
Yeah. It's like almost as fucked up as like finishing season 3 and then being like, yeah.
Yeah.
High five.
Season
4. But no.
But season 4 opens with such levity.
This got really.
It's fine.
Yeah, this got dark real quick.
Real quick. Oh, this is taking a turn.
I did not expect this though. Like, I knew something terrible was going to happen. I wasn't expecting that. I was like,
why not?
Oh God, we're going into Steven's emotional turmoil.
Yeah, again.
We gotta do this.
Steven
this show's about
has to deal with the fact that his mom killed a person.
Yeah, and that he has also killed people.
He didn't kill anybody.
Oh yeah. Well, he
may have killed Ruby.
He may as well have killed people. He didn't actually kill. He tried to help them, and they wouldn't do it, and he had to make a call, and he doesn't know if it's the right one. It's man.
Well, I mean, they tell lifeguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's the concept that Steven's trying to come to terms with.
Yeah. I mean, he tried to help Bismuth, and that went south real quick.
Yeah.
Tried to help Jasper. Really did.
Bismuth was bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
And so was Jasper. But Jasper was thirsty for a specific kind of blood.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Steven could have had any choice with that situation.
Yeah.
If Bismuth hadn't like snapped,
yeah,
then I think she'd still be around. Which she still might be around. We're probably going to see her again.
I don't think we are, man. Not after this. Or at the very least, it's going to end in like a 2-part finale for season 4 or 5.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we don't have anything going on right now.
Yeah.
Like, we had the cluster last season. We had Jasper in season 3.
Season 3, and that's all kind of taking care of itself for now. What if Ruby Eyeball gets back to somehow gets back to Gem World and is like, whoa?
Well, I mean, we knew that was going to be a possibility when Lapis left.
That is true.
And it was a possibility. It happened.
Yeah.
But they didn't come with an army. They came with Jasper.
It has been progressively getting worse for Steven, hasn't it?
Yes.
As stuff has gone on.
He's kind of having to mature, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed that Connie is getting ever so slowly taller in every animation?
No.
You haven't noticed?
I haven't noticed.
Oh. Ooh, I've noticed. Ooh, I noticed.
I'm sorry, I don't study this show meticulously.
I have to. Like, this show has a lot going on.
I know.
Garnet talking about, hold the phone. Now give the phone to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah. How did you have a just callback episode? Anyway, whatever. Yeah. This show's going to do what it wants to do. It doesn't matter what I think. God, yeah.
Well, so that's the end of Steven Universe.
Yeah, that's been the end of Steven Universe, the conversation.